making the level 0 map. So if you have a crap load of those base plates and you copy them and paste them like I did, like I was showing you in the last one, here's what you should have. About this big of a map, which you might not want it that big, but I like a really big map. So I have my map extremely huge and it does not look repetitive. Um, so yeah, and next, now that we have that, I've just added borders. There's a border around the whole entire map. You are not going to be able to get outside. So, unless if you are glitch walking, which is pretty doo-doo, like just don't glitch walk. But all this, yeah, there's a bunch of walls and stuff. But here's the thing: say somebody's playing our map, somebody's walking through, he's doing good, and then he just climbs up here, starts pretty much skipping the part of the maze that's actually like doing the maze. You just, and then he just walks around. Little Billy just cheats the game. And we don't want that, right? You might not want a ceiling, but I know I do. So you could add an invisible collision extremely big as the roof, but I'm just going to make a roof. So I'm going to show you a bit more on how to fully complete your map. Now, when you're making a roof, you don't really have to like make it the exact shape of the level, unless if you just want to save ink, which I'm fine on ink because I've only used up 3.34% because I've merged everything together. So like my entire maze is merged up. So you can just make the top of it as big as you want because nobody's gonna see that it's a bit too big, and it still works. There's still a roof, and this does not look good as a roof. So what you're gonna do is, I'd suggest recoloring it to, for your roof, you're going to recolor it. Well, I'd like to recolor it to white, and the material to be, where is it? The material is going to be linium tiles, 125%. Wait, no, actually, then just do 110% actually. 110% linium tiles. And that's your roof. So Little Billy can no longer cheat the game. No more of that for Little Billy. So now I have the roof. That looks good. But let's say you chose the outer space thing, like I showed in the last video, or like something like that. Now you need some lights. So let me show you exactly how you should go about lighting. So first of all, well, I can't really show you lighting. You might need to look that up because it's so hard. But basically, once you have that, next, if I load in the room, I'm probably gonna be like spawned in like right here because this is where like the map originally started. I'm just gonna be like chilling here, and I can't really play the game. So how do I spawn in the maze? And somebody joined. That's probably my sister. And what you can do, well, this is a part 2, so crap, somebody joined. I don't know what it is. Now we need somebody to spawn like right here. We don't want them like under the map because spawning under the map is pretty bad because, well, you can't really play the game. So you're gonna get a CV1 spawn point, or respawn point, sorry. Then you can spawn them where you want player to start. And if you want it to be like random or whatever, you might want to like look that up because I have no clue how to do that. You spawn in the respawn point wherever you want the player to spawn, and you're gonna get a player event chip. Which is right here, and you're just gonna spawn it in anywhere. It doesn't really matter. And you're going to wire the player joined. You want to wire that to spawn player here now. So if I invited any one of my friends, they'd spawn right in this area. Now we have that. Oh yeah, there's also been an issue where even though someone, like, let's say after you join, somebody else joins, they'll sometimes spawn in like under the map or something like that. like, because this is where the map originally started. They'd spawn in like somewhere like right here. Um, it's actually pretty simple to fix that. If you take a trigger volume and you manipulate that as big as your map is. I have a really big map, so I'm gonna have to make it round that big, and I'll need to cover the whole entire bottom of this map. Remember, do not let, like, you're not gonna want the trigger trigger volume to be accessible like right here. You don't want to be able to see it. Like, let's say if it's just like slightly above, you don't want that because it'll randomly spawn back where you started. So if that's under the map, just in case somebody is not spawned in the right place, and I need to make this just a bit bigger just in case. You might have a smaller map, so you wouldn't have to do this too much. Oh my gosh, this is taking a million years. And get the circle all the way to the edge. There. Circle's all the way there. That looks big enough. That's pretty good. Now I need to find the... I'm gonna need to find the arrows, which this is gonna take a little bit because that is huge. Oh wow, I already found them. So we're gonna wire the when entering zone to now time to find the respawn point. Oh my gosh. It's gonna take a while. Just that. Where is it? There it is. Because connected to the... Well, actually, I forgot to say, you're gonna need to clone this because you can't have two things hooked up to one. Like, you can't have this hooked up to that and the player event chip because for some reason version 1 circuits don't let you do that. So let me connect this. So let's say somebody joined under the map. I'll get spawned right where they need to, and then they can play your map. You know, walk around, explore. Here's the thing: how are they gonna go to the next level? You know, like level 1. How's they gonna keep going? Well, you've got to add an exit, of course. So find anywhere on your map. I'm just gonna make it, I don't know, right here. Let's do that, and I'll just put a small door right here. I would make a door, but I'm too lazy, so I'm just gonna spawn this in for now. Oh my gosh. I'll just spawn in just a room door for now. And then you can go and make a custom looking door. And I can show you, well, you could design a door, which I'm not, pretend like this is a custom door. Basically what I could do, I can move the actual room door, like somewhere outside of the map. Or you could configure it, and if you scroll down, you'll see hide sign and hide door. So if I drop my picker pen, I cannot see it. And then there could be like a metal door, like a custom door here, and then a trigger volume over it, so when you touch the door, it'll teleport you. And you've got to wire the spawn player, or the spawn player, but it's called the activate player ID. And the trigger volume already got your player ID. By the way, use the version 1 because version 2 and version 1 do not, like, they don't mix. So, yeah. And then you're going to connect that and all that jazz. So, I'm going to hide the sign because I don't like that, but I'm not going to hide the door. So, then link to room, and just put in the room of the name, which, here's the name of my room, and then... Okay, how this works is like a party auto follow means like if you're in a party with somebody, like you're partied up, and when you click the door, they'll automatically join with you. They'll automatically go with you. Basically, they could be like across the map trying to find something, and then you could take y'all both. And then there's also ask to invite party, which means like Basically, once you click it, it'll say, "Hey, would you like to invite your party?" You know, I think you've already seen what that looks like, but yeah, not really much explanation there. Pretty much the same thing. And then everyone auto follow means everybody who is in the instance, no matter in your party or not, friends or not, they will all follow you once you open the door. Which I don't really like that. I like to keep it at party auto follow, because I think that's just a bit easier. Commotion, I'll just turn that off. And force new instance, that just means like you go to a whole new instance of the game. It's pretty normal. New instance of the subroom. Yeah, I like to keep that off. I don't really. So now I have the door. So after exploring for hours and hours, or maybe even minutes for minutes, maybe even seconds, if you're really lucky, well, however you do it, then I can come up here, click the thing, and I go to the subroom. But if I clicked it now, it would take me to the home, because I haven't linked it to a subroom. So if you scroll down, there's a link to subroom. Make sure you've already created the subroom, and then you find all of your subrooms and you connect it to the next one. So I need to make a level 1 subroom for the next level. So let me do that real fast. Add subroom, and I'll just call it level underscore 1. There we go, I created that. And then if I go back and configure this, link to subroom, I can connect it to level 1. So once I open this, it will immediately go to level 1 of this room. So yeah, now you have your exit, you have your start for the map, which is somewhere over here. I do not want to find it again. And you have your roof where nobody can just jump up above the map. And just in case if somebody gets under the map, you can spawn right back where you wanted to. Yep, please sub. I'm trying to hit 100 for the end of the year. I probably can't, but hey, I'll try. But goodbye.